Well, welcome back to Grizz TV for Game 2 of our doubleheader here today versus the Bluffton Beavers. The women's team were successful in their attempt against the Beavers, 75-72, moves them up in the conference standings. Franklin men's team are off the back of a dominant win on Wednesday against Manchester, 108-64.
Yeah, I mean, the game was fantastic. We were there calling it. I have some of the stats here. I was just going to say they moved the ball. I mean, they had 26 assists. They forced 19 turnovers on defense. I mean, they were just fantastic. Like, they couldn't miss. I mean, just everything was going right for them, it seemed.
Almost 13 different scorers of the 14 guys that played. Almost everybody got theirs. So today, what does Franklin need to do today to take down this Bluffton team?
Well, first off, follow the same game plan. I mean, move the ball around. Don't let yourself, don't let any sort of ego get in your way. They don't really have a player who they need to go to in crunch time. They can play whoever ball. They can move the ball wherever they need to. They don't need to worry about who's shooting the ball. Anyone on this team can score. And then they need to win the rebounding battle. Franklin isn't necessarily a team that's going to dominate you with their size, but Franklin allows teams to out-rebound them a lot. They average 35 a game. They generally let their opponents get 38, 39 a game. Grab rebounds and move the ball up the floor. And for Bluffton, they need to get Nevin Robson going. Bluffton is coming into this game with some struggles in the year. They're 3-10 right now. One of the few things they can match Franklin on is their offense. They need to get involved early, and this offense needs to start fast to make it competitive. And then no easy turnovers. Bluffton does a really good job at taking care of the ball this season. They average less than 14 a game. It's more than Franklin, or less than Franklin. But Franklin's going to put immense pressure on you. They're going to trap you. They're going to meet you at full court. And they're going to want to force mistakes early and get off to a quick start. So you need to play smart, continue to play smart, and make Franklin earn their points on offense. Get it in the sets. Don't let them get easy, fast break points all day.
Yeah. Franklin, the same starting five as Wednesday, and we've seen most of the season recently. The guard trio of Cooper Matthews, Cody Samples, and Braden Flanagan, and the front court of Lynn King and Jesse Morgan III. Bluffton has Ian Snelling, William Layfield, Nevin Robson, Cam Rogers, and J.D. Stokes as their five. This Bluffton team, they're 3-10, but they've been more successful in conference. They're 2-4 in conference play.
Yeah.
So they're going to put up a fight here today against Franklin. Bluffton always does coming in here.
Yeah, they're going to want to put pressure. They're going to try and, they're going to bring some physicality, and they're going to bring it to you. And despite their record, it should still be a competitive game, especially, within the conference, like you said.
We're going to do player intros here in the stadium, so we'll step aside for just a few seconds and be back for the tip-off. Franklin are 9-4 on the season, 5-1 in conference play. They're pushing the top of the conference, and they have a tough stretch of games coming up. The schedule includes Transylvania on Wednesday on the road, Rose-Hulman, and Anderson in the next week or so. And those are all the three teams with them at the top of the conference. So this is the start of a tough stretch. Second game of a 3-game homestand see if they can pick up another win here in conference play and head into those games strong.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a tough stretch here. Yeah, you gotta. This is where you really prove yourself. You get a win against Bluffton. You know, you got to win this game despite the records. You know, you got to start off strong, and then you got to match the the two top teams in the conference. You know, get up there and prove that you belong up there.
Jesse Morgan wins the tip for Franklin. And Franklin has the first offensive possession of this half. Samples on the right wing over to Matthews. Gives it up to King. King to Samples. Down to 10 to shoot on the shot clock. Jump stop for Samples now. Matthews down to 5. Matthews got to go to work here. And to Morgan. Morgan on Stokes. Underneath. Up and under. Smooth finish.
Nice little play from Morgan there. Like you said, a little smooth finish. Nice little reverse layup. I love seeing that post spin down low.
And then a travel there call on Layfield. The full court press that gave Manchester fits here. It's already in effect for Franklin.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I feel like it's their staple of the team at this point. It gets them always out to a quick start, and that's what you want to see. You need to overwhelm this team, get to a quick start, and then just impose your style onto them.
King on the left wing. It's to Morgan in the post, working on Stokes. Spin move, kick out, long pass. Samples has to save it, but over the backcourt line, over and back violation.
Yeah, just a little bit of a mistake on the pass from Morgan there. I think he was expecting Matthews to be up at the top of the key, but he wasn't. He was at the free throw line. So it's going to seem to be, yeah, it's going to be side out here for Bluffton.
Layfield gives up to Stokes. Stokes over to Robson, the leading scorer for this Bluffton team. Rogers swings it to Snelling. Stokes, and a shot clock violation.
Seems they had no idea that I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I had no idea, but I mean, it seems they didn't understand that the shot clock was already down that low. Not too much awareness going on right now. Franklin, take advantage of this. I feel like it's not just a quick start from Franklin, but a slow start from Bluffton. So jump on it if you're the Grizzlies.
Samples takes a pick over to King in the corner, 4-3, leaves it short. King improved his three ball in the offseason. This season, King shooting over 44% from three, his best season of his career here. And a three-pointer there. That's a long two for William Layfield. Matthews drives inside, takes some contact. I'll shoot 2 free throws off of it.
That was a good play from Matthews there. He got him with the jab step and then took it right to the inside and forced some contact. You love to see that from Matthews. He's done a good job this year. He's definitely not scared of the interior contact that he's going to get when he drives, and he's going to get 2 at the line here.
He's a fearless rim runner. So he tries to get to the basket as much as he can. He can shoot the three ball pretty well as well, but his main game is getting inside, scoring 2, and trying to get free throws. As he goes 2 for 2 there at the line. And then just beating the half-court press, going the other way. Snelling can't finish.
Oh, what a block. Barbecue chicken if you've ever seen it. I mean, Jesse Morgan stuffed that one on the backboard as now we get a call here.
They call a foul there on King. They try to strip it away, reach in and foul. Few calls for goaltending here on that one, but that looked like a clean block from Morgan, pinned it off the glass. If it's going towards the glass, it's not. It's a clean block.
Yeah, it has to stay off. If it bounces back off, then that's when they'll call that goaltend. But Morgan did a really good job timing the block there. He didn't rush it, didn't wait too long, and was able to nail it. But now Bluffton looking to tie it up here with the second free throw.
That's Cam Rogers at the free throw line. Goes 2 for 2. 4-4 ball game. First 2 minutes down, 17:50 left in the first half. Franklin trying to get into this half-court offense. That was efficient against Manchester. As Flanagan hits the deck hard there. Morgan over to King. Down to 12 on the shot clock. Cross-court pat picked off by Layfield.
Bad pass right there. You cannot make a cross-court pass wing to corner. never going to work unless the guy is wide open.
Stokes over to Rogers, guarded by Flanagan. Rogers drives inside.
Good
Gets it knocked
defense.
away by Matthews. Running the fast break, 3-on-2. Morgan trying to take some contact. Gets it rejected by Stokes, bobbled around, and it goes out of bounds, and Franklin will keep it.
Just a lot of physical contact going underneath. It was a good play by Matthews there. Morgan couldn't quite get too much of a hold on the ball, and then Bluffton was just being really physical down low.
King.
Oh, good play by
Quick
King.
pass in the corner. Samples connects from 3.
It was a good play by Robson. I mean, Robson jumped it, and you could tell that, King was a little bit worried about it. He made the awesome pass to Samples in the corner. Huge 3.
First 3 of the contest for Franklin. Samples was a leading scorer against Manchester, had 14 points, but it was an all-around effort from Franklin and it's Manchester. No leading scorer was needed.
No, and I mean, you have basically every single person coming off that bench, including all the freshmen. Pretty much all of them came in and scored. Good to see.
Pass inside for Stokes, off target, and a turnover by Bluffton.
Morgan's doing a really good job on the interior right now. He is not letting J.D. Stokes get anything past him. He's not getting any sort of advantage on him. And Morgan's doing a really good job of just staying in between him in the basket and not letting him get the ball.
Now letting point Jesse Morgan. He brings the ball up the court for Franklin. Now working on Stokes. Spin moves to the baseline again. Trapped underneath. King, top of the key, 3. Bullseye.
Oh, Samples just hit the deck hard there. He got knocked over by Robson.
He's up quick. Samples doesn't stay on the floor long. He picks himself up. He's a trooper. 10-4 lead, 16 left in this first half. Pass inside for Stokes. King takes the contact, but Stokes finishes.
Awkward little finish there from Stokes, but he's able to get it. And I mean, yeah, King, after nailing the 3 right there.
Another corner 3 for Matthews on target. 2 threes in the early going for Cody Samples.
That same corner spot, he's finding him right now.
Morgan almost poked that away from Snelling. Now backdoor pass for Layfield, almost picked off. Back to Layfield in the corner for 3. Brick.
It's good defense by King there, though. Getting a hand on it.
Flanagan, quick trigger. Can't go off the back rim. And a tie up there, jump ball. Take us to our under 16 media timeout. 15-25, Franklin early lead, 13-6. We'll be back in a moment. Franklin hot from 3 early on, 3 early triples. Sees them build up a 7-point lead with 15-25 in the first half. Bluffton still with their starting 5 out there. Franklin moves to some of their bench guys, or all their bench guys. Archie, Bostic, Benny Powell, Beverly, and Fairs all in the game. This bench unit was on fire against Manchester.
Yeah, and Bostic had a really good game. He got back into the groove as well and was able to kind of find his shot again. And I think, that's going to be a big momentum shift for him in this season. I feel like maybe he can get his kind of aura back.
Bostic bringing it up. Running point for Franklin inside. Fairs to Benny Powell in the corner. Thought about the 3. Out of Archie. Archie to Fairs on the low block. Ferris underneath to Stokes. Beverly cutting inside, can't finish.
You're not going to see Beverly miss too many of those. I mean, he was an absolute rim runner on Wednesday against Manchester, and I think he's going to stay that way. You're going to see him finish a lot more of those today.
Layfield thought about the deep three, gives up to Robson. Robson yet to get into the game. One shot attempt. Now Snelling for three, rims out. Long rebound for Bostic. Bostic on Stokes. Gets inside, takes some contact, can't finish, no foul.
Yeah, they're letting them play here.
And then on the other end, Rogers drives inside, two around him. Foul on Franklin. Two shots coming for Cam Rogers, one of their high scorers on the team, 8 points a game, almost 9 points. The graduate senior from Cincinnati. This is the front half of the two free throws. As Sumner comes in, as well as Trevor Daughtry for the Beavers. Second free throw good from Rogers. Makes it a 5-point game, or 4-point game. 13-9, 14 minutes left to play in the first half. Bostic over to Archie in the corner, looking to try to get inside for Ferris.
Ferris trying to signal Archie back door, but Archie wants to stay on the wing.
Archie now drives baseline. Beverly the cut, Beverly the finish.
There you go, Beverly staying as a rim runner just like Wednesday. I mean, that was a good play right there. Backdoor cut on the other side, the weak side. Good find.
Beverly had two huge slams on those cuts today, just going for the floaters as Archie's called for a foul there. Too much contact as Snelling drove to the rim.
Kind of riding him on his chest a little bit.
Already 3 fouls against the Grizzlies in this opening court, 7 minutes. Pick and roll here with Sumner into the corner. Robson poked away, and then it goes off of Archie. I was trying to say it went off of Robson in the corner there. I couldn't quite see it in front of the Franklin bench.
I mean, generally, if they're going to react like that, including coach, I feel like they probably saw something the referees didn't, but the referee's going to give it to. I mean, this is a really terrible spot, though, for Bluffton to inbound it.
Corner here. Archie gets a steal anyway. Ferris with Beverly. Ferris Euro-stepping off the glass, no good. Put back, no good. And then Sumner secures the board for Bluffton.
You want to get that one back if you're Ferris. I mean, he knows that he can make that bucket.
Sumner goes with the Snelling. Snelling runs to the rim. Rejected by Ferris.
Good way to return it on the end. You missed the shot, doesn't matter. Play defense, and he did it there.
And Sumner commits the foul as Archie drove in the lane. Almost got up there for the block, but too much contact.
I think he might have got ball, but I think he definitely got some arm there as well.
Arm and chest and everything else into Archie, and so he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Opening 7 minutes, both teams running the court, trying to get some transition offense, but the Franklin half-court offense has definitely been better than the Bluffton half-court so far.
Yeah, so far they've definitely they've found their range so far. They, obviously the early threes, they're shooting well from the field. Bluffton's not really shooting well. Bluffton's already got 5 turnovers compared to Franklin's 2. They're definitely a little more focused and just a little more into it than Bluffton is so far.
As Brendan Williams will check in for Bluffton. Not sure his situation, but he's averaged 6 points a game, only 6 games played. It looks like he might have had an injury and missed some time for Bluffton, but he seems to be a key player off the bench for them. Averaging 6 points. Good to have him back for the Beavers. Now Sumner, top of the key. Shot clock down to 10. Robson drives inside, tries to go off the glass, can't finish. Layfield can't grab the rebound, and possession goes to Franklin.
Yeah, Benny Powell jumped a little too much on the pass. They faked it to him. He jumped way too much on the outside, way too easy of a cut. It was good defense by King, though. Faking the charge makes Robson a little hesitant when he's throwing up the floater there. Went off the back of the rim.
Bostic To Archie on the right wing. Now Beverly up top. Now pinned down screen for Archie off the three. Rims out. Benny Powell flying in. Benny Powell couldn't quite get it. Volleyball being played, and it goes off of Beverly out of bounds.
So close. I mean, that would have blew the roof off of this place if he was able to get that, like, one-hand put-back dunk. I mean, that would have been
He was flying
insane.
in, trying to tomahawk that thing down. Beverly pokes it out of the way, out of bounds off of Beverly again there. Almost a steal.
I like seeing this full court press here. Keep it up. If you're going to get this close to a steal, you better keep doing it.
More press. They get it in long for Daughtry. They'll get it across the half court, drive inside. Robson open for three.
Took out his own man.
Benny Powell, fast break, Sumner behind. Heard the footsteps. Now Archie for three. Cash.
They kind of saved the possession there. He got double team in the backcourt.
And King with a steal, takes it up, takes some contact, and it'll go to the line.
God, he wanted to slam that one so hard when I just saw he charged up. He really wanted that one.
He cocked back for it, tried to detonate on him, but too much contact, and 2 free throws coming after this immediate timeout. 19-9, Franklin with a 10-point lead. Ten-point lead with 2 free throws pending from Lynn King with 11:45 in the first half. The Franklin is offense and defense working in full sync.
Yeah, I mean, they're forcing turnovers. They're doing exactly what they need to. They're finding their range from three. They're getting open shots. They're forcing turnovers in the backcourt, just like you saw, which led to the foul. I mean, this is perfect basketball from Franklin so far. All they got to do is just keep doing this.
6 turnovers forced already by Franklin as King can't get the front half of the 2 free throws to go. King just a 60% free throw shooter this season. Hasn't been his strong suit. And that's a lane violation by everyone. He made it, so it doesn't matter.
Are they going to take it away from him? I mean, the ref.
He made the free throw. I feel like it shouldn't matter at this point.
They're saying
unless Franklin went first.
They're saying Franklin went first. I mean, some fans are saying Franklin went first, some Bluffton fans, so of course they're going to have that opinion, but they're going to, okay, so they're just going to give ball to Franklin. I mean, every ref was just kind of looking at each other, seeing who's going to make the call.
Still more full court press from Franklin. Sumner to bring it cross half court, and then quickly Benny Powell try to bring the trap into the corner. This is aggressive defense, even more aggressive than on Wednesday, and the takeaway again.
I love seeing that aggressive. They're doing a fantastic job. Just trap all on one side, and you have to ignore the weak side and just hope that they can't get that extra pass. When you're trapping them so hard, they can't make the pass to the weak side because they're so defended.
Archie into the lane now. Trying to find this up and underneath. Robson gets the block.
Awesome defense from Robson there. He was just, I'm not going to fall for your fake. Stuffed him.
Archie back on the defensive end, cutting off Robson's lane. Now up to Layfield. Now Daughtry. Back to Layfield. More good defense from Franklin. Shot clock down to 7. Out of bounds. Off the foot of, I believe that's Williamson. That's another turnover.
Now we get almost a complete lineup change here for Franklin.
20-9, 10:45 to play. Franklin brings the starters back in. Matthews, Flanagan, Samples and Morgan out there with King, who's playing with that bench unit. Matthews off the screen. Takes it to King on the low post. Spin move. And trying to go up underneath, and they'll call a travel there on Lane King.
I didn't see his feet move, but I mean, the pump fake was a little bit, hesitant.
Might have been up and down call more than a travel, but
Maybe.
VAR referee saw a travel. Called it. Sumner into the corner for Beck. And now Sumner back in the post. Cross court to Layfield. Good rotations from Franklin. Deep three this time from Daughtry. Front rim, no good.
They're forcing bad shots right now, Franklin. I mean, they're just not letting them get any easy buckets. And, I mean, I feel like Bluffton's just missing opportunities.
Samples underneath. Tough layup and a foul on the attempt. Samples can't connect the first free throw. The senior veteran leader plays hard defense. He had 5 steals in a game earlier this season. 4 steals when they played Ball State up in Muncie in that exhibition game. He already had, I think it's 23 steals now in the season. Career high. One of the top players in conference on defense.
And he's already started off this game great on offense. I mean, he had 2 early threes to start this game. Exactly what you want to see from your senior guard.
Three-pointer from Beck off target, and then a foul on the rebound by Layfield, shoving King in the back. As we mop up the floor as King hit the deck. 9:42 left to play in the first half. Franklin 21-9. The field goal percentage has dropped off a little bit, just 6 for 14, but they're 4 or 7 from 3. All their baskets coming from beyond the arc mostly.
Yeah, they've done a really good job so far forcing turnovers. 8 turnovers already early this game. Exactly what you're looking for if you're the Grizzlies. Force turnovers, make them make bad decisions. Only 9 points, and we're already over halfway in this first half.
Into the post with Morgan. Beck with him, and then a post shot for Jesse Morgan. The pass to beat the press up to Sumner. Sumner bounce pass for Robson. Robson can't get the layup to go.
I mean, that's just unlucky. That was a good shot by Robson. Good play.
Matthews trying to keep it in bounds. In the corner to Flanagan. No look pass. Cash for Bladen Flanagan.
Franklin's just toying with them right now. I mean, they're just moving the ball. They have no pressure. Finding their open shots. No, not forcing it. Beautiful offense.
The pass was a no-look pass from Samples. There was a couple guys in the corner, but with a no-looker, they all cleared out, trying to go up top, and then Flanagan wide open, and a turnover by Bluffton on the other end. That's their 9th turnover so far, and about 12 minutes to play.
They just seem out of it right now. They're just not. I just feel like they're not playing smart with the ball. They're generally a good team. That doesn't, have too many turnovers a game, and I feel like Franklin's just pushing that out of them.
Franklin has turned up the defense ever since they played that game against Trine, the number 4 team in the country, I believe now, the reigning national champions. They played Trine. They saw what a championship team needed on defense, and Flanagan for 3 takes the foul, almost connects on a 4-point play.
He's going to get those 3 free throws, though, and Flanagan, 17 for 17 on the entire season from the free throw line. It's exactly the guy you want shooting free throws here.
Yeah, but they played that Trine game. They only lost by 15, which seems like a lot, but the way the game went, it didn't feel like a lot. Franklin was getting outmatched on defense. They couldn't create any offense, but it seems like they know now what it takes to have that level of intensity on defense. That game showed them that.
Exactly. Like you kind of understand, like, if you have that level of intensity on defense, you're not going to, like, you bring so much pressure onto the other team, and they have to figure something out, and they have to have the offense. They have to have the the system to be able to beat that. And a lot of teams don't, because a lot of teams don't prepare for that going into a game. They don't prepare for the hard full court defense that they're going to get.
Especially because this wasn't what they looked like last year. We didn't have this offense. That one bounces in, keeps the
streak alive. I was a little worried. I was like, oh.
20 for 20 at the line for Braden Flanagan so far.
Now look, you still got a 20-point lead, and they're still full court pressing. I mean, just don't make it easy on them.
Matthews almost poked that out of bounds. Getting across the half court is Slusher. Slusher fakes the pass, takes the three himself, rims out, rebounds to Samples.
I mean, if you want them to take any open shot, an off-dribble three-pointer is not the worst shot. So,
Matthews tried to get it a jump stop, picked up his pivot foot, and travels.
Yep.
Under 8 timeout coming here, 7:59 to play. Franklin with a 20-point lead. Bluffton still in single digits. So 20-point lead for Franklin. Under 8 to play in the first half. Everybody again getting on the score sheet. Samples leads the way though with his 2 3-pointers with 7.
Yeah, Samples just been very, very good so far, especially on the defensive end in the the backcourt trap. He has just been arguably their biggest defensive piece so far in the first half.
Layfield drives inside, rejected. Not sure if King or Russell got to it, but one of them did.
It looked like King from the front. Russell was a little bit trailing, but King was able to just meet him at the rim. And, I mean, that was just, like, even when they get what looks like an open look, I mean, 2 Franklin Grizzlies just come running at you.
Long inbound. It's almost picked off. Shot clock down to 15.
Let's see if Robson can get involved here.
Only 1 shot attempt so far for Robson. Jumper there from Luke Beck, 2 points. Brendan Russell out with this starter unit. Russell missed some time early in the season with some injury, been back the past couple games. He's been playing well off the bench. Cross-court pass for King for 3, front rimmed out. King Morgan offensive rebound.
It was good hustle from Samples there to tip it out to Morgan.
Now King has a smaller defender, and Sumner goes to his chest and can't finish.
He wanted that one back. Oh, he's turning around.
Almost turned around, almost turned it over on the pass. Robson able to save it. Franklin is playing relentless defense. Everybody running to the ball, trying to cut off the ball, stop it from moving forward. Now Beck on the post, guarded by Morgan. Beck kicks out. Sumner 3, contest by King, banks it in. King got way up there for that contest, but shot it over the top of him, banks it off the glass. 3 points, first 3-pointer of the game for Bluffton.
They needed something like that. I mean, they've had a terrible start on offense, and just their set offense has been poor. As now Matthews going to get to the line here.
More contact on the run, or rim run from Cooper Matthews. And 2 free throws coming for the freshman, or sophomore out of Ohio.
King was just going to the bench there. He's going to get subbed out here, I think.
I think it's going to be a wave change.
Yeah, full wave change. Except Matthews will stay in the game, obviously, at the line.
Looks like Archie, Fairs, Benny Powell, and Beverly, the bench unit, coming back in, and he'll play with Bostic as well when he checks in for the shooter. Free throw good from Matthews, and then he'll check out. Matthews up to 4 points.
Yeah, now Franklin already in the bonus for the final 6.5 minutes of the half here. It's gonna be big, and get some free fouls, get some free points.
Archie came with a trap there. Now long 3 for Slusher. Back rim, no good, and then a foul on the rebound will go on Fairs.
A lot of contact from both guys underneath there. I think Fairs, they caught him I think it was like a hard box out, and then Fairs kind of maybe gave him a little bit of a more physical, extra physical contact, and ref caught him.
Snelling can't get the catch and shoot 3 off the inbound. And now another possession for Bluffton off the long rebound.
I'm not sure if a Franklin player called it, touched it to go backcourt violation. But
Yeah, that could have been a backcourt. And then a foul as Robson
call.
drive. So Robson will shoot 2 free throws here. He's 0 for 4 from the field so far tonight. He tries to get himself on the score sheet from the charity stripe.
yeah, not a single player on Bluffton's team has more than 1 shot made. Obviously not including free throws. And now Robson trying to just even look for his first bucket of the day.
Rogers will check in for Sumner. Morgan will come in with that as Ferris will head out. Ferris does already have 3 fouls in this first half, so probably doesn't see him till late in the second half,
Yeah,
potentially.
it'll seem like it. They'll have to find someone else. I mean, Beverly is coming out there. Morgan's going to just have to play some extra minutes tonight. I'm sure the senior will be okay with
The extra minutes.
get some extra run out there.
Bostic on the court, trying to run some offense at the point. Morgan top of the key. Archie on the left wing, 15 on the shot clock. Bostic to Beverly, Powell in the corner, left open. 3-pointer good.
Another 3 from Benny Powell. I think he had a couple in last game.
Robson pull-up jumper connects his first field goal.
Yeah, he needed that one. That's his game, too. I mean, that's exactly what the type of shot he's looking for. He just hasn't been able to find it today. Finally able to get an attempt off.
Screen for Bostic, kicks out. Beverly, or Benny Powell in the corner, guarded by Morgan. Morgan backing down on Rogers. Morgan can't finish.
I just feel like the defender knew that Morgan was going to spin left because that he's going to spin to his strong side. Morgan never really likes to spin to his weak side, so I feel like he just anticipated it really well on the defensive end.
Into the corner for Beck, 3-pointer off target. Bostic grabs a board. Bostic drives inside, tough shot, contact, and then Slusher commits the foul as Bostic will shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, Bostic, taking it all the way down and really putting the pressure on Bluffton, making them either get some contact or letting them get a free floater. So.
Yeah. First free throw from Bostic, no good. As J.D. Stokes will check in. First time we've seen him in a few minutes. Played a lot the opening 5 minutes, and he sat since. And 1 for 2 at the line for Ryan Bostic. Makes it 35-17.
Yeah, I think Franklin might have, they might have slowed down a little bit. Obviously, they like to always get to a fast start, and then they rest during the halftime, and then they really finish out the second half strong. They're usually a second half team. So I think they're just going to try and cruise and keep this lead for the rest of the half.
Pull-up jumper from Rogers, too strong, back rim. Rogers grabs a long board.
Can never let the ball bounce off a miss if you're Franklin there. I mean, you've got to get the rebound before the ball gets down to the floor. Too easy of an offensive rebound for Bluffton.
Rogers out to the corner. Now Stokes thought about a 3. Stokes working on Beverly. Drives inside, kicks back out. Rogers for 3. Front rim, no good. And Bostic gets it poked from behind. A lot of contact there, no foul. Robson the other way will lay it in for an easy 2.
Bostic was kind of messing with him, going back and forth and putting his back into him, but I mean, that was a lot of contact.
He's trying to draw the foul on Robson. Referees weren't giving it, and then they saw the poke away. He got all the ball in the poke away, but a lot of body on the follow through. Morgan at the baseline, kicks out Archie. Bostic thought about a 3. He'll shoot one anyway. Off the front rim, no good.
Definitely, if you're going to hesitate, you might as well just pass it because the defender got there. If he fired it right away, would have had a better shot.
Under the corner, Snelling left open. Archie there to contest, and still nothing falling for Bluffton. They're just 1 for 12 from 3. Archie pull-up jumper, too strong.
I don't like these shot attempts. I feel like they're just kind of throwing up some buckets here. I feel like you got to attack the rim more.
As Bostic gets called for the reach-in foul there.
Find your way inside. I feel like, here come the starters now after this timeout.
So timeout here, final media timeout of the half. 35-19, Franklin leads. Final 2:55 left of the half. Franklin up 35-19. Bluffton just trying to find something on offense to try to close this gap before the halftime. The Franklin starters are back in, though, to keep growing this lead.
Yeah, Bluffton's hoping to get some motivation here. Off the sideline.
Poked away by Morgan, picked up by Rogers. Shot clock down to 15 for Snelling. Stokes thought about the 3. Pump fakes, drives on Morgan. Samples almost try to pick it away. Hook shot, no good, didn't hit the rim. And Samples comes up the rebound. Up quickly to Matthews. Matthews one-on-one, lays it in for the bucket.
Good play right there by Matthews, just sprinting up the floor. An awesome pass from Samples to lead the way.
Another trap here from Franklin into the underneath for Robson. Matthews almost got there for the block.
Yeah, I mean, Bluffton's really starting to figure out how to get past this defense a little bit. They're finding the weak side passes, and they're taking it from the weak side three-pointer to the weak side lane, and that's a really good way to get past kind of the really hard defense that Franklin's playing.
Dump pass for Morgan. He couldn't get the layup to fall. Rims out. A chance to cut into the lead here for Bluffton as Walker drives inside and scores. To the corner with Flanagan. Now swinging it over the other corner with King. King has Morgan. No look pass into the corner. Flanagan. Oh, almost drilled that. That was Matthews in the corner. Couldn't hit that.
Franklin needs to stay in front of their man here. They cannot let Bluffton get a little bit of a run here going before the second half.
King tried to poke that away from Walker. Picked it back up. Cross-court pass to Rogers. Kept in bounds. Rogers drives on King. Cut to a stop. Robson to Snelling in the corner. Down to 4. Rogers just have to shoot it in the corner. Tough 3. Rims out.
And that was really good defense from King on that possession there.
Pass to Morgan on the lane. Can't finish the layup.
I mean, you can tell, like, he's just wondering how the heck he missed that? I mean, that was a great pass right there, though, from Flanagan.
25 seconds left in the half. The final minute went by rapidly. Long three from Stokes, no good. Another chance for the Robinson rebound out to Rogers. We'll hold for the final shot.
Yeah, get the ball to Robson here. Get the ball to your leading scorer. He's got 7 now. He's starting to pick it up a little bit.
14-point lead. Can cut it down to 11 with a 3. Rogers for 3. Off the back rim, no good. That does it for the first half. Franklin playing that whoever basketball offense as they get plenty of guys in the scorebook. Samples, though, leads the way with 7 as he had 2 threes with the free throw. Matthews 6 with 4 from the free throw line. Flanagan with 6, 3 from the line, 3 from his one made three-pointer. Bluffton, Nevin Robson leads the way with 7. He's just 3 for 8 from the field, though, as no one else other than Cam Rogers has 5. No one else has more than 1 made field goal still for Bluffton.
Yeah, and both teams are kind of struggling when it comes to field goal percentage. I mean, 9 for 31, 29% when it comes to Bluffton scoring field percentage. 1 for 15 from 3, total of 6.7%. And then, you know, Franklin's shooting 50% from 3, 6 for 12. They're not shooting the ball from the field very well, though. They're shooting 38% right now, 10 for 26. So I think that's something they're going to be looking to pick up. They're moving the ball well. They have 8 assists. They forced a lot of turnovers, 9 turnovers for Bluffton, a little more than they generally average for our first half. They only average 13 a game, already 9 going into the next half. I think that Franklin is going to want to continue to pressure coming out of the half, and they just need to look for their shots. I think they need to attack the post a little more and keep looking for threes. If you're going to stay this efficient from 3, might as well keep looking for it.
Yeah, Franklin led by as much as 20 in that first half. The lead cut down to 14 as we head into the halftime break. We'll be back in a moment for the second half of basketball. Second half of basketball coming up in a few moments. Franklin with a 14-point lead after the first half. And they're doing it with whoever basketball again.
Yep, just moving the ball around. Doesn't matter who shoots it. Doesn't matter who scores. Just find the open man. Move the ball. Get the open shots. I think, some things they could do better this half. Move the ball inside. I think that you want to attack the post a little bit more. I don't like a lot of these mid-range floating shots that they're taking a lot right now and, off the elbow. I want to see a little bit more either in the paint or the three-pointer. The three-pointer's been 6 for 12 so far, so I like that from them. And then for Bluffton, stop shooting the three. They're 1 for 15 so far. I mean, obviously, if it's wide open, take it. But in my eyes, I think that what they need to do is they really need to put pressure on Franklin. And they need to start kind of using their own style against them and moving the ball up the floor and just find those easy layups. Move the ball, get fast break points, force turnovers.
Franklin only made 10 field goals in the half, but all 8 of them were on assists. So moving the ball has been the big key for this team all season long, and it's been coming to fruition these past 2 games. Morgan in the corner for Samples. Can't hit on that three. Offensive rebound for Lynn King.
Good hustle from King there.
Samples now to Matthews. Matthews drives baseline, gets it, loses a handle going up with it. Now Robson the other way. Flanagan trying to poke it out. Stokes thought about a three. Over to Layfield. Snelling off the pin down, thought about a three. He'll drive inside, go up with King, rejects it.
Oh, wow. And that makes Snelling 0 for 6 on today's game so far, and that was just an unreal block by King.
Matthews, hop step, picked up the foot again, and then it's a travel. Matthews.
6, easy bucket there. I mean, yeah, a couple travels now for him. You just gotta, no easy turnovers. You can't be taking too many of those.
Get it up to Layfield across the half court. Samples pokes it away. King comes up with it. 4-on-3 fast break. King in the lane. Finish, foul, bucket.
And one, Lynn King. I mean, he hasn't been too involved today. He hasn't been super efficient, but that's, good bucket for him. Get back into the groove a little bit, find his way. And, I mean, you just take it all the way in. You don't even have to worry about it because he's either going to beat you with his size and you're going to have to foul him, or he's just going to beat you with his size.
Second field goal of the game for Lynn King. He goes at the line and converts the three-point play up to 5 points. Or 7 points, sorry, on the day for Lynn King. Stokes pump fakes. Robson at the elbow. Tough jumper for Robson, but he connects.
I mean, that's his shot. Again, he's one of those few guys you want to see shooting that mid-range. I mean, when he gets especially off the dribble, he can just nail those all game. Good to see him getting involved right here if you're Bluffton.
Matthews drives inside, gets into position on his man, and banks it off the glass for 2.
And that was just a really good take. He found his way underneath his man's arm and was able to get a good bucket.
Robson on Samples. Samples, good defense, but Robson gets underneath and can't finish the layup. Samples, that's out of bounds. Touching with Franklin. First 2 minutes of the second half going down. Franklin 42, Bluffton 25. King directing traffic with Morgan. Morgan to the backdoor cut.
Oh, Matthews. Don't do him like that.
Acrobatic finisher, Cooper Matthews on the spectacular feed from Morgan. Now Stokes inside, flips it up, can't finish. Rebound, out of bounds. And no call made yet, and it'll be Franklin ball.
I mean, that's just great hustle right there by Matthews. And then, I mean, the defense from Flanagan down low, a complete mismatch. You have Stokes on you, and he's going all the way down low, and Flanagan just keeps his arms up, plays really good defense. Stokes can't make it. Tough defense from the guard. And Franklin just looks like, I mean, they're just on it right now to start this half.
Flanagan drives, kicks to King. And samples to Morgan at the top of the free throw line. Morgan looking for options. Shot clock down to 10.
Yes.
Now King inside. King gets it poked away out of bounds. He'll stay with Franklin, but just 6 on the shot clock.
Yeah, you're going to have to hurry here. And I like that on the Matthews. I like that pass from Morgan there on the backdoor cut. I mean, you know, he anticipated it really well, and the defender just didn't get to it.
See what inbound play Franklin has here. A little screen for King. And now Matthews with just 2 to shoot. Has to go up at the elbow. Tough jumper. And it goes off the top of the backboard. And out of bounds.
Yeah, I think it hit the wire there or something. And it's called out of bounds. Probably good for Franklin, though, just because that stops the, you know, the momentum that was going to come from Bluffton. They were probably going to try and push it up, push the pace.
Flanagan tries to steal that pass. Now into the corner for Layfield for 3. Bullseye for William Layfield. This is the second 3 of the game for Bluffton.
Good find on the weak side. They were double teaming. Weak side wing wide open. They were able to kind of crash inside, made the pass a lot easier for Bluffton. Good find.
Matthews to King. And Morgan on Stokes in the post.
I love that little, he did a little fake pass. Got Stokes looking the other way. Took it inside. Nice post hook.
Jesse Morgan using his bag of tricks today. Now in the corner, Layfield again, off target. And bouncing around, Stokes picks it up, puts it back up, can't finish, leaves it short, and Morgan corrals the board.
Yeah, it was good recovery defense from King and Morgan there down low.
And Flanagan on the backdoor cut.
Another one!
Good cuts and good finds from this Franklin offense, and they are just clicking on all cylinders as it's back up to a 20-point lead, their largest of the day.
That was just an awesome backdoor cut there. And then, yeah, you saw Matthews went to Flanagan. 2 guards getting involved.
Stokes launch a 3, and he's on target with that one.
There he goes. Stokes is was having some struggles on the inside. Big man found his way on the 3-point line.
He's been pump faking him all day when he's open. This time, finally decided to pull the trigger, and he hits. Morgan on Stokes, drives underneath, and foul on the shot there by Stokes. So 2 free throws coming for Jesse Morgan.
Yeah, just came down on the arm. You can't be doing that now. Yeah, we're going to get a timeout here.
Immediate timeout, under 16, 15-11 to play. Franklin up 48-31. So 2 free throws coming for Jesse Morgan here, as it's 15-11 left in the second half. Morgan been distributing the ball around today. Jesse Morgan has 2 assists. So go with his 6 points and 4 rebounds. Just doing it all at the center position for Franklin.
He's been a really good passer for Franklin this season. He's been moving the ball well. He's just a really good guy to have when you want to make those backdoor cuts. You want to make those those extra post moves with Lynn King, and that really works well with Morgan. He really likes making those passes from the post.
1 for 2 at the line for Jesse Morgan. And then King almost poked it away. Disappears in the corner with the ball, but couldn't keep it in bounds. Almost a steal.
I like seeing the hustle. Even though you're up 18, 15 to go, I like seeing just the hustle that's coming from Franklin here. Still putting the pressure on. Make sure this game doesn't get any, make it get more out of hand.
Shows the conditioning of this team. Stokes didn't see the pass coming. Now Samples thought about the three, gives it up to Morgan on the right side. Samples now drives baseline, cut off, gives up to King. Shot clock down to 13. Morgan, Flanagan. Flanagan comes off the screen, down to 5. King gets his man to jump. King pulls up, dumper too strong. And a tie up there between Matthews and Snelling.
Good hustle from the sophomore there, getting in there, tying it up. It will be Bluffton ball though.
They had a possession arrows. Franklin won the opening tip. I think that's our first jump ball of the game too. Rogers, Stokes thought about another three, gets it inside to Robson. Robson kicks out Snelling for 3. Cash for Ian Snelling, his first 3 of the day.
Yeah, it was 0 for 6 and then 0 for 3 from 3 leading into that one. Awesome little cherry pick action from Cooper Matthews. And another one here from Bluffton.
Robson missed the bunny, goes back up, gets a second chance bucket. Snelling, untied shoe, gets a timeout here. Lets Franklin get their subs in, their bench unit on the wave change.
Yep.
Archie, Bostic, Beverly, Benny Powell, and Fairs, the group. Archie bringing it up. Gives to Beverly, now Benny Powell. Hand off Bostic, will launch a 3. Rims out. But
good hustle from Powell.
But then Layfield gets the reach-in foul on Bostic.
Yeah, that's a good foul from Franklin there. Stop the fast break. Stop play. Bluffton's kind of cutting down the lead a little bit, but they're gonna need a big run here.
Need some more threes like that Snelling shot earlier to keep cutting into it.
Well, they were 1 for 15 at halftime. They're 4 for 19 now, so they've been 3 for 4 so far. So they've started off pretty well.
Another tough jumper there from Robson.
Yeah, Robson's starting to get into his groove a little bit. He's got 13 now.
Leads all scorers in this game. Bears handoff with Bostic. Archie. Bears trying to get it in that post there on Sumner. It's a little bit of height advantage. Trying to take it down on the baseline, cut off Sumner. Bostic with just 4 to shoot. The drive inside at the free throw line, stops, puts it up, draws a foul, and that's a bailout foul there from Bostic.
Yeah, I mean, he got it right before the shot clock violation. The fans are upset here. I mean, off the foul call, but
Bostic, 2 free throws. You gonna review something here?
I don't know if you can review a foul. I think they're trying to review to see if it came off before the shot clock ended.
Yeah.
It was really close.
It was, but I think he did get the shot up and the foul drawn before the time expired, so it shouldn't be that close of a replay. But we'll see what they find at the video board. As again, we'll say whatever you saw on our camera feed, that's what they see. So couch refs, you make the call.
Exactly. You can see it better than anyone else can here. So let's see what the referees can come up to here. Yep, I think they're saying 2 shots.
2 free throws still for Ryan Bostic. Got it off before the buzzer sounded for the shot clock. Bostic, 1 for 2 so far at the line today. Shot hasn't been falling so far, 0 for 3. He has picked up 4 boards for Franklin, though. So they've been trying to win this rebound battle. They're down 26-21, but doing a good job on second chance points with 3 to 7 in that battle.
Yeah, Bluffton, only 2 turnovers so far this half. Pretty good start. The Franklin defense hasn't really gotten to them as much this half. I think they're a little more suited to it now, but now it's just kind of the question of can they come back from this deficit against a really good team in Franklin.
Franklin starts their road gauntlet here soon. They have one more home game coming up here versus Transylvania on Wednesday. There's a foul here on Franklin.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of contact there on the reach, and so it's pretty easy to make that call there.
The next 3 games for Franklin all come against the other 3 teams around them in the standings. And so those games will be huge determining this conference standings, as we now have an 8-team playoff in the postseason instead of the usual 6, as a foul there on Archie as Robson's jumper can't connect, so 2 free throws coming.
Yeah, a little turn away jumper that he was going for. Decent little shot, but he's going to get 2 here. Pretty good free throw shooter on the season, Robson.
Yeah, 70% on the season, about their team average. Or above their team average. They shoot 67 as a team. As he clanks the first one off the back rim. And Kershaw Walker will check in, the sophomore out of East Chicago, Indiana. And 1 for 2 at the line for Robson.
Moves to 50% on the day. Now, if I'm Franklin here, I'm really just trying to, continue to run this clock, but also get the ball inside, really start, pushing it inside. I feel like they have a big size advantage out there right now.
First 8 minutes of the second half have gone by as Jesse Ferris draws the foul, and he'll shoot 2 free throws. Ferris at the line. The sophomore from Ben Davis hits the first free throw. Part of that Ben Davis team that won the state championship. He knows what it takes to win at the highest level. .12:01 left in the second half. Franklin up 55-39. Still 11 assists on 16 made field goals. The team basketball in full effect for Franklin. Sumner inside, loses it for a second, gains it back, puts it up. Beverly grabs the defensive rebound.
Now you got numbers here if you're Franklin. Archie they're taking a little time getting back. I think they're just going to try and run the clock a little bit here, run some sets.
You know, the set offense have been working today. They can generate open shots. They can take time off the clock as Archie drives inside, draws more contact, and will shoot 2 more free throws.
Yeah, they're starting to, creep a little closer here to the bonus.
Already 5 fouls on Bluffton this half. 11:20 still to play. Takes us to our next timeout here, 55-39. So Malachi Archie with 2 free throws coming up here. Trying to extend the Franklin lead. It's 55-39 with 11:20 to play. This bench unit in, trying to control the game, see if they can just keep this lead and keep the starters on the bench for the most part of this second half.
Yeah, just try and maintain this lead here. Just push to the end here. This is definitely a lower scoring game than you would have expected. Both these teams score a little bit more here, and I feel like, you know, going to the end of the game here, I feel like it's going to be a little closer to a more defensive battle.
Snelling thought about the 3, gives it up for Rogers. He'll step inside for a long 2, and he connects.
That was a good bucket there from Rogers.
Fairs run the half-court offense with Franklin. Now Bostic takes the screen. Pick and roll there. Now into Fairs on the low post. Fairs underneath, gets up and finishes.
That's what you want to see from Fairs. I'm saying keep attacking the rim. Like, just keep going for it. There's a size advantage right out there right now with Fairs and Beverly. I think that you should keep going for it.
And then a pass there, hits off the leg of Archie, stays with Bluffton. 10:23 to play. Still a 58-41 lead to Franklin. As Walker loses the handle and then taken away by Benny Powell.
Good play by Powell there to jump on the ball.
Runs a fast break and finishes it himself at the rim. Snelling will try a 3, can't get it over the top of Beverly, and then from behind, blocked by Archie, but they'll call a foul.
Yeah, he kind of went across the arm to get the block. He did get all ball, but his wrist went across the other, the offensive player's arm. I liked that they were hustling up the floor, though, trying to get a quick shot off after the fast break from Franklin.
Luke Beck at the free throw line, the freshman, 6'7" from St. Henry, Ohio. And Trevor Daughtry checks in as well. 2 for 2 at the line for Luke Beck. Beverly give and go with Fairs. Now Fairs on the low post, working on Rogers, gets underneath. Rogers gets a piece of it. And then Robson,
hard fall there,
picks it up. Fairs hit the deck hard. And Robson, a foul before the shot on Nevin Robson. Resetting the shot clock here. It was down to 20, but it should be still at whatever time they had left before the shot, or after the shot. 27 is what they put up there. 9:30 left to play in the second half. 17-point lead for Franklin. Their lead was as big as 20 just a few minutes ago. And then that pass unable to be handled by Robson, and Bostic.
Good
full
find.
pass. Beverly can't, or
and one! Oh!
Benny Powell couldn't finish the first chance. Beverly gets a second chance with the contact. 3-point play coming for Dylan Beverly.
Yeah, that was really good by Beverly there, and the one hand just grabbing it off the rim.
Beverly can't convert the 3-point play. Daughtry into the corner, Robson. That's the Franklin starting group all coming back in here after it goes out of bounds. Good run from the bench unit. The starters now here trying to close this out. 9:05 left of the play. trying to get the lead to where it's almost insurmountable for Bluffton, probably. Put those bench guys back in, or maybe even some of the more reserve guys to finish this one out.
Yeah, let's see what they can do here. I think they're going to definitely come out kind of swinging this defense. I think they're going to be they're going to put some really big pressure on Bluffton and really try and just create some chaos to make this lead a lot bigger.
Walker, pull-up jumper off the dribble, can't finish. What a sweet move there from Walker. As Matthews try to find Samples. Walker read the pass, though.
Yeah, that was a really good job. Oh, they're saying Bluffton basketball.
Walker looked like he clearly hit that out of bounds. They're saying it went off of Samples, but the referee giving it to Bluffton. Franklin not putting up too much of an argument.
I think Matthews just confused. I mean, that's just a really surprising call. It looked like it was very obviously off the Bluffton player, but Bluffton will have possession.
Stokes open for three. Off the back rim, King flies in for the board. Samples in the corner, over to King. Now Morgan on Stokes, gets his man to jump. Morgan leaves it short, offensive rebound. Matthews goes up, a lot of contact, no foul. And then Walker loses it, and the Franklin ball.
It's gonna stay here.
Franklin ball, 8:10 to play, 62-43. 20 seconds on the shot clock for Franklin. And they get it into King in the corner. Flanagan now. King back to the basket on Rogers. Turnaround, tough jumper. Gets a piece of it is Rogers. And then a foul there on Matthews, tied up with Robson.
Yeah, I mean, Robson walked out of bounds. I think that was contact going both ways, but they're going to call it for Matthews.
Takes us to the under 8 timeout. 62-43. We'll be back in a few. Bluffton with the ball, down 62-43 with 7:53 left to play. If they want to try and complete a comeback, it's going to start now.
They've had their starters out for pretty much the entire quarter. I mean, Robson's played pretty much the whole game today.
He's got 32 minutes played, and there's still 7 minutes to go, so he will hit the 40-minute mark if he keeps playing out here, and he commits the foul on Morgan on the pass.
I mean, I like that they're at least trying to put some pressure on the defense. I mean, like, you know, they're trying to actually bring some extra pressure and, you know, try and change the pace a little bit against Franklin, catch them a little off guard rather than just playing the same old defense that's got them down 17.
That was 7.5. Franklin enters the bonus, the front half of the 1-and-1. Rolls in for Jesse Morgan.
Now they got the bonus, so final 7.5 minutes, every single foul They're going to get some free throws.
64-35, 7:30 left. Daughtry gets it across the half court for the Beavers. And then now Daughtry takes a tough two. Long rebound gets to Rogers. And the shot didn't hit the rim there. So shot clock shouldn't reset. They'll put it down to 8 now for Bluffton. Morgan pokes that away, goes out of bounds, stays with Bluffton. Just 5 on the shot clock now.
Yeah, good play by Morgan there. Makes him, take a side out. Now they only got a few seconds here to get a shot off.
Daughtry thought about the quick pull. Now try a 2. And then no good. Rebound for Flanagan.
I mean, he fell after the contact was on the hand, so I don't really see there are a lot of people calling for a foul there.
Daughtry driving inside, take it to the rim, foul that time. And now 2 free throws coming for Trevor Daughtry. First free throw from Daughtry, good. Daughtry, one of the smaller players out there, that's 5'11", from Wabash, Indiana. Freshman getting some run here, averages almost 7 points a game. Key part of the bench for the Beavers.
Yeah, despite the size, he looks pretty good out there. He's moving, he moves really well. He runs really well. I mean, he just kind of wants to sprint and just make the offense super, super fast. And, that can work, but it can also, I feel like, it's gotten to him sometimes where he's taking some bad shots, taking a little bit of shots that are a little too contested.
And I'm just looking for a basket here. Keep extending this lead. Stokes almost takes it away. Bounds stays with Franklin on the baseline. Morgan thought about a 3. Now Flanagan launched a deep one. Bullseye!
That's what they needed right there. Franklin had a bucket in a second. Flanagan just launching one from deep, showing off the shooting skills.
And now tied up with Matthews and Samples is Daughtry, and he draws a foul. They're in the bonus now, so they'll shoot another 1-and-1.
Yeah, I think he's really trying to draw those free throws there. I saw him jerk his head up on the way down.
So Daughtry back at the line tonight. Daughtry just 2 points, both of those coming from the free throws. But connects on the front half of the 1-and-1. Down to 6:06 to play. Franklin still in control here. See how much longer these starters stay out, especially this lead stays around this 20-point mark that it's been at. See if the bench guys will come in and close the game out. King gets it off the inbound. Full court press coming from the Beavers as Samples open for 3. On fire is Cody Samples from 3, his 3rd of the game. And that one puts this above a 21-point lead, the biggest lead of the night, heading into this timeout by Bluffton, 70-49. Final 5:55 to play. Bluffton trails by their biggest deficit of the night, 21 points. Still the same 5 out there. Robson playing every minute so far this game, 33 minutes for Bluffton. Get it to him now on the elbow. Working on Morgan, takes some contact and gets the foul. Just Jesse Morgan's first foul. Saw him get into a little foul trouble earlier this season against, he had foul trouble with Manchester, but he had another game where he had 4 fouls in conference play. So,
yeah, it's actually his first tonight when it comes to the fouls. So
Jesse Fairs had 3. Sahir Sumner has 4 for Bluffton. Hasn't seen him in a while. Robson rolls in both free throws. King getting up half court. Bounce pass to Matthews to Flanagan for 3. Splash.
Wow, Flanagan, just another one from deep. I mean, every single time we're getting an open 3 right now, the Grizzlies are just doing a really, really good job at nailing them.
Shooting over 50% from 3. This game's 9 for 17.
Yeah, the 3-point shooting's been on point since the very beginning of the game, since the tip, but field goal percentage has been a lot better this second half. And I think definitely their defense has been the big storyline of today's game so far. You know, holding Bluffton at 51 points. And we still got a while here. We got about 5 minutes left in this game.
As Franklin here to make a wave change. 2 free throws coming for William Layfield. The bench unit will come back in, close out the final 5:15.
Now Franklin with 10 fouls, double bonus for Bluffton. So even if they miss the first, they will get the second free throw.
See who else might come off the bench for Franklin. We saw Bryson Seymour come off the bench for Franklin and against the Manchester game and hit 2 threes. First action he's seen here at Franklin, and he was on fire from 3.
Yeah, and then you also had Justin Harrington hit his first 3 of the game, or 3 of the season. Oh,
Archie wasn't looking for it, but Benny Powell was and able to pick it up. Bostic trying to run the set now.
Just trying to run some clock.
Bostic to Benny Powell, thought about the 3, will drive inside, loses the handle, and taken away by Rogers. Pushing the fast break with Beck. Beck over Beverly and finishes.
I don't love looking for the foul there. I just think even if you do get hit, just keep playing even if there's no call. I feel like that forced a turnover, and then Bluffton's able to get an easy bucket from it.
Bostic over to Benny Powell left side, now out to Bostic. Over to Beverly. Archie look for options now inside to Fairs. Beverly on the underneath cut, and Beverly scores.
Nice little find from Fairs at the free throw line. Beverly really good when he gets within striking distance.
Robson connects from 3. Give him 21 on the night.
Yeah, it's his first 3.
Fairs inside, Benny Powell, corner, pocket. Can't get the 3 to fall over the backboard. Can't get that one to bounce in. Under 4, timeout coming. 75-58, Franklin up big. 3:54 left. Franklin up big time, 75-58.
Just trying to close this one out. They're just trying to finish up the game. They got the bench in. Make sure there's no big comebacks, no miracles coming in here from Bluffton.
Now, Kersey's jumper off target. Now a little bit of a zone look here from Bluffton, and that pass too hot for Fairs. Now Layfield the other way. Can't get the finish, but a foul called. 2 free throws coming.
Yeah, Archie. We'll see if he ends up staying in here. I mean,
Picked up his 4th foul there. So we'll see. They keep him in. Looks like they will. No one else getting up off the bench for him.
yeah, if he fouls out, you can throw someone else in. It's fine.
Probably see Braylon Russell be the one to come in if they did. He's played a little bit today. Or Jamison Chapman, another guy off the bench that plays in that kind of 11th man role.
Yeah, and Russell's getting some run with the starters as well today. He's playing pretty good.
Also seems to be a piece that Coach Hamilton wants to keep developing. He's definitely got the size, 6'3", got good strength on him. Just wants to see him develop that game. We'll see if he comes in here. He had a game last year as a freshman. It was like first game against Center, had like 10 points as a freshman. As Fairs uses a post work and scores.
Yeah, it was good footwork on the inside. Fake out, fake in, go back out and a hook. Love to see it.
Robson has 21 for Bluffton. That pass in the corner, mishandled by Kersey, and it's a turnover by Bluffton. There's to Beverly. Beverly to the corner. Benny Powell, 3-pointer, off target. He knew he missed it as soon as he left his hand. But he gets his own board, puts it back up, and draws a foul.
Good hustle there from Benny Powell. You know, he got the board, immediately brought it back down, took it in. Good hustle, good play right there. As now it's starting to look a little out of reach for Bluffton.
They would have to start this comeback about 5 minutes ago if they wanted this one to really be a tight one down the stretch. As Aiden Alley comes in. Robson will sit for the first time pretty much all game. I think he had a little bit of a minute rest in the first half. He's played every minute the second half, 36 minutes so far all game.
He had a great game too, 21 points, 8 for 15 from the field, 1 for 3 from 3. He had 6 boards, 3 assists. He played well on the defensive end. Didn't turn the ball over once for being their main ball handler and star player. So very good game from Robson. They're going to see him in just 2 weeks. This Franklin team goes back to Bluffton and plays.
Return matchup as Rogers hits the tough 2.
It's part of their road trip coming up after their home Transylvania game this Wednesday. It's upcoming Wednesday.
It's running the gauntlet as Franklin coming up. Transylvania, who sits towards the top half of the conference. Rose Holman, who is top of the conference, and then Anderson, who's tied with the top of the conference. Rose Holman, as well as Franklin, they're all 5-1 right now. I think they'll all be 6-1 after the day. I haven't checked other scores around, but they'll probably all be still 6-1 heading into those big matchups.
Yeah, some big conference-defining games, and then even if Franklin, they get Rose Holman next Saturday on the road, they get to meet them back here on the 29th on a Wednesday, back here at Franklin. So some big conference-defining games coming up here as we get here to the second half of the season.
Jamison Chapman, Braylon Russell, and Will Spellman all check in for the final 2 minutes of play. In the corner, 2-point jumper from Kersey. And he buries that one. 17-point game now. Russell. Top to Fairs. Bostic, long three-pointer. Cash from Ryan Bostic.
Is that his first three of the game? I think so.
It is, yep.
Bostic, he had a good game on Wednesday against Manchester off the bench.
Has 6 now. Has his first field goal, had three free throws earlier. He's a good senior leader for this bench unit too. He runs that point, he directs traffic, he knows what he's doing on defense. But if the offense isn't there, he still provides key valuable minutes to this team.
Exactly.
Last season was the leading scorer, one of the leading scorers for this team, as Ferris drives inside, finishes with contact, put him on the line.
Yeah, good drive right there by Ferris, taking it inside. And, despite the struggles from Bostic this season, now moving to the bench, taking that kind of leadership role off the bench, like you said, definitely, brings a different element to this team, because then now you have Cooper Matthews in the starting lineup, someone who's really broken out this season as a core piece of this team for the future, and has taken a big step up as the point guard for them. It definitely brings an extra element to this team, and I think that's a big reason why they're sitting at 9-4 and looking to be 10-4 in the next minute.
Yep. 5 minutes to play. Score stands like this. Unless Bluffton goes for a miraculous 6 points. It'll be another game without giving up over 70 points. They haven't given up 70 points as they played Anderson to start conference play and the start of December. They just has toned up the defense this season, and it's been what's won them games.
Yeah, and I feel like that's just kind of become their calling card. I feel like just the trap defense in the backcourt, the pressure that they bring to other teams, the turnovers that they force. They average over 10 steals a game. It shows a lot of aggression when it comes to this defense, and I think that's going to cause a lot of problems, not just for the middle teams of the conference, but for the top teams like Rose-Hulman, Anderson, Transylvania. I think it's going to pose some issues, but we're going to find out here soon in the upcoming schedule.
Yep. Franklin at home on Wednesday, final of their 3-game homestand here. If the score stands at 64 for Bluffton, that's 3 of the last 4 games that the opponent scored exactly 64 points. I just jinxed that. They're going to score here. I bet you. Underneath.
Oh, what a block! You didn't jinx anything.
Kwame Arnold saves the jinx as Russell will just dribble it out for the Franklin Grizzlies.
Commentator curse fails. Now 85-64 will be the final score today.
3rd game in the last 4 games to finish with that score by the opponents. Franklin wins 4 straight now. 85-64 is your final.
In all 4 of the games, they scored over 80. Didn't allow anything above 70, like you were saying.
Yeah.
65 was the most they allowed. They allowed 64 once, so or twice actually. So now on the 3rd game in the past 4, they go to 64 points for the opposing.
4 guys in double figures for Franklin. Braden Flanagan led the way with 14, had 3 triples as well as 3 free throws. Cooper Matthews had 12, 4 of 8 shooting, 4 from the line. 10 points for Cody Samples and 10 points for Jesse Fairs off the bench.
Yeah, Fairs did really, really well in that backup 5 spot. He came in, he played very, very well. I feel like Jesse Morgan had a really good game. I feel like he was moving the ball really well for the team. Lynn King had 5 assists today.
Lynn King just 7 points, but 5 assists, 2 blocks. Played well on the defensive end. So did everybody. Franklin got 8 steals. That's their season average. They turned the ball over. They forced 15 turnovers. They turned those turnovers into 18 points. They get inside, 32 points in the paint, 33 points with the bench. This team is playing all around great basketball the last 4 games.
Yeah, they really are. And then, they only turned the ball over 11 times today. They did a really good job at just controlling the ball, playing smart on offense, and then not letting the pressure that Bluffton applied to them in the second half get to them, because that was Bluffton's kind of, that was their adjustment. They wanted to just apply some more pressure, see if that would bring it back closer after the 14-point lead in the first half, but didn't quite, as the Grizzlies were able to pull away and finish this one out.
Yeah, Nevin Robson, the only scorer in double figures for Bluffton. He had 21, turned it up in that second half. Also had 6 rebounds, 3 assists. And next leading scorers, Rogers with 9, Beck had 8. There's no one else on that offensive side of the ball for Bluffton doing anything to help win this game for them, especially when you shoot 5 for 22 from 3.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the 3-point was just completely cold tonight. They shot pretty well from the line, shooting 20 free throws. Yeah, but 38% from the field. Robson, only a junior, he's gonna be a problem for the rest of his career. He had a really fantastic game. Luke Beck played pretty well, coming off I believe coming off the bench for them. I'm not sure if he started. No, he did not.
No.
But they did pretty. They had some guys who were able to come in, make an impact, and but yeah, I feel like that 3-point shot, like you said, was just completely off tonight, and they just couldn't really get anything going against the Franklin, just the pressure that was coming towards them.
Yep. So the Grizzlies complete the sweep of the Beavers here on this doubleheader. The women victorious 75-72, the men victorious 85-64. I'd like to thank you all for watching. I was Ryan Gage, with me Luke Shepard. Have a great rest of your night.